Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about what's going on here in Metro Atlanta as far as real estate. We're going to give you some information, of course, talks about the number, the statistic, and let you know what is new here and what are the numbers are looking.
Yeah, it's the summer of 2024 and the summer's starting to wind down just a bit, right?
It's been hot.
It has. Temperature-wise, right?
Yes.
And also what's going on with the market.
Yes.
So we're going to update you on, as Gamaliel mentioned, the numbers, just kind of give you a feel of what's going on. Is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? We'll answer those questions in this video.
So let's start right away and let's not waste no more time and talk about the market. And one of the factors we're going to look at is how many homes are in the market for sale currently today versus last year.
Yeah, so we're sitting at an inventory we haven't seen in quite some time, Gamaliel. We've got over 4,000 homes in Atlanta that are for sale right now.
And that's some great news, especially if you're a buyer and looking for properties, because in the previous year, if we look at back in February 2022, wow, there was inventory was so short. There was just roughly around 1,641 houses compared to over 4,000 now. And you remember those days? There were multiple offers.
Yes.
You would offer full price, 10,000 above the price, and you didn't get that home because you were competing with 10 other buyers. So now, obviously, we have a lot of properties out there. Inventory is up, so this is a great opportunity. You choose that home that you really love. So definitely, it's some great things for buyers right now.
Yeah, that's great news for buyers right now. And we haven't seen inventory like this since November of 2019. That's almost 5 years ago, Gamaliel.
Yeah, wow.
So it's been a while since we've seen this many homes on the market. And it's some good news there for some buyers.
Yes, I'm very happy to see a little more options for buyers. Now, as far as day in the market, this is an important factor. This is something that it's the first question that sellers ask us when we meet with them, when we're looking to help them sell a house. The first thing they're going to, how long do you think my house is going to be in the market? So that's exactly what this number says, is how long the house is going to be in the market until it goes under contract. So that's an important factor also to consider.
Yeah, now remember, this is the median. So, if your home's in great conditions, in a great neighborhood, just a great area, you're going to be looking at a home going on the contract much sooner than what we have here.
Yes.
Right now, we're looking at 19 days on the market. But if you went back to earlier this year, not too long ago, January of 2024, it took 31 days, over a month, to get on the contract.
And again, this is median. Some were taking a lot longer. So obviously, right now the market is transitioning. So we're starting to see a lot of different things. And another factor that we had to look at also to give us good information is the month of supply. Yeah. And that also tells you, information of how many properties and how long they're taking also.
Yeah, so with the buyers on the market, how long will it take for all the homes to leave the market if we don't add any more, right?
Yes.
So right now we're at 5.2 months supply.
That's it's a high number compared to, if you take in consideration that back in January 2024, which was not long ago, it was 3.3.
Yeah.
And back in early 2022, it was only 1.3 compared to 5.2, which is a big difference in the market.
Oh my gosh, it is. Yeah. So 5.2 months. What is that telling us, Gamaliel? What do you think? Is it a buyer's market, seller's market, neutral market?
And that's a really good question because we're starting to see that sellers are opening more about paying closing costs, about negotiating a little bit of the price. And we're also starting seeing a lot more houses not selling, going expired, meaning that they went into the market, and that's due to overpricing sometimes, and that's due to condition. Yeah. If you have those two factors are the most important, price and condition. If your property is not in good condition, and the buyer's going out there looking at property and comparing properties like they do, they're not going to see enough value on that price you're selling.
Yeah, and we come across sellers who, still had that mindset from a year or two ago. They'll say, hey, my neighbor sold their house for X amount of dollars just last year. And I have to explain to them, the market fluctuates just like the stock market, right? So we got to keep them up to date with the latest information on what's going on, especially detailed to their neighborhood. So that, which is very important.
And pricing, obviously, pricing when you're a seller, pricing the home is very important. You have to know the numbers in the market, look at the statistic number, and really price it well so you're able to sell it for the most dollars. People who end up pricing the home too high end up expiring and not selling, and they keep sometimes reducing the price. And then when buyers come in and look at this house that's been in the market for so long, they start thinking there may be something wrong with this house. And it was overpriced.
Yeah. So to answer the question, are we in a seller's, buyer's neutral market? I would say we're approaching into that neutral market territory.
Yes.
There are still some areas that are seeing a seller's market, but the trend would probably take us into a buyer's market down the road.
I agree with that. Yeah. I agree, Alan. And another factor that is very important also is median sales price. And this is the number everyone look at, because obviously this tells you how much our houses in the median, which is mid number, are selling. So if we take, let's say, for example, 100 houses, you're looking at the 50 properties. So 49s are going to be lower than this median price, and 50 up to 100 will be higher. So that gives you pretty much, we could call it, some people say average, but we look at median because it gives you a better way to look at the information.
Yeah, the median sale price is key here. So right now here in Atlanta, the median sale price is $435,000. And I know that sounds high, right?
Yes.
But as we compare that to, say, previous years, May of 2023, we were at 450,000 here in Atlanta.
Yes.
Right? And we'll go back another year. May of 2022, our median sale price was 457,000. So the trend right there, you're noticing prices have gradually gone down a bit. And we're not seeing a big drop, but it's kind of normalizing in a way. And that's kind of the trend that we're seeing here in Atlanta.
Yes, Alan, and when you see that the median sales price, one thing you have to also think about is that because there's more houses out there, more inventory, that means that under the median price, there's a lot of more affordable houses available. So under 435, now we're starting to see a lot of more inventory for sale, and you can find a lot more option under that median sales price. So let's say, for example, in some areas now, we're starting to see a lot of decent properties in the $350,000 range, which we've never seen that for a while. So there's definitely some good buys out there right now available in the market.
For sure. And reach out to us. We'll help you out there. We'll find the right home for you. Definitely. All right. We talked about the good news, interest rates, right?
Yes. Yes.
And this is a big story here. I mean, we thought about leading off with this, but we figured we saved the great news for last here.
Yes. And obviously, interest rate over time have been going up. And, we've seen those interest rates creep up compared to where they were before. And, if we look at October 2023, they were almost at 8%. They were at 7.9%.
That was crazy. Yeah, it was at 7.94% going back to October of 2023. And then July of 2024, early part of July, just last month, we were at 7.14%. Tell them where we're at right now, Gambler.
Today, the great news is, and this just happened this week, is rates just dropped twice. We're at 6.34 as an average.
Average, yeah.
So sometimes you could get a little bit better. And, some people, I heard that they could go as low as the 5.99. And that depends, obviously, when you're looking at interest rates, it's very important that you compare how many points that you're paying, how much it's costing you to get there. Because sometimes the interest rate you're paying for that interest rate, even if you know it or know it, you're paying points and it's costing you to get that interest rate. But sometimes certain interest rate may be a little higher, but you're paying 0 point. I mean, less closing costs. So make sure you're comparing apples to apples, and then you don't think you're getting a good deal, but you're paying a lot of closing costs.
And you can reach out to us. We can put you in touch with some great loan officers.
We do have a lot of great lenders.
Yeah, we have a lot of great lenders that can help you out depending on your situation. I know some people might have enough money for a down payment, and we can direct you to this person. If you're looking for some assistance, we've got another loan officer we can put you in touch with.
Yes, definitely.
Reach out to us. We'll answer some of those questions, and we'll help direct you to the right person.
And every situation is different, like you mentioned, Alan. You may be in a situation where your credit score may not be perfect or super high, but we do have some lenders that are able to lend with a little lower score compared to other lenders that would decline you based on that score. And then we have other lenders that have special programs right now where you could just do, for example, if you're self-employed and you didn't report a lot of income, that they have some programs, a stated program, bank statement program, where they could actually qualify you using bank statements and using other programs also if you're self-employed. So there's different lenders, different programs out there, and every situation is different. You want to make sure that you're working with a professional realtor that has access to a lot of lenders. That way you'll be in a better position when it comes to buying a home.
Yeah, that's very important information, because I think a lot of buyers out there think that all loan officers are the same, right?
Yes, they do.
Provide the same amount of rates to them.
Yeah, and a lot of them like, hey, I bank with this bank, I'm gonna get this, and they don't compare. And a lot of times they end up paying a lot more for a home and for a loan because they do not compare with other lenders, which every lender, like we mentioned, have different programs, different costs also.
All right, so that's a wrap on the real estate market here in Atlanta. Hopefully our information was informative. And as I mentioned before, feel free to reach out to us. We'll gladly help with all your real estate needs. And don't forget to click like and please subscribe to our channel.
And thank you for watching. Have a great day.
Take care.
Bueno, sí.